And what's going on YouTube? What's going on DP here, GC Rams 2. Before I get into this video, as you see, the topic is the NHL. Basically, this is an NHL report. I know I haven't done one in a while, so first off, this hat, as you see I'm wearing, it's an older hat. I'll show it to you. I use this when I'm in my yard. So very older Reebok hat that I got at Enterprise Center. At the time it was called Scottrade Center when Reebok was doing the hats and the jerseys. It's a good hat still. As you see, there's a lot of like sweat and stuff, and that's why I use it now mainly for the yard, and especially when it's still during hockey season and the Blues are still playing. I'll wear this instead of my Cardinals hat. Good hat. Of course, you can see right here that. So I'm wearing this one today. Let's get into some news. There is a report out that I've seen that said the season when it comes back, that there's only going to be 3 weeks of the season. Basically, 13 games. Then we'll get into, basically we'll go right into August, and right when that's done, they'll probably pretty much get right into the draft. Then training camps start up right after that, and a whole bunch of other stuff, folks. And hopefully we can get this going, because a lot of us want to see hockey. The owners want to see it. And Gary Bettman, he did say this. He really did. He wants to give away the Stanley Cup. So, so we're really hoping Gretzky saying Connor McDavid will win the cup one day. I mean, he should have been a Blue, and he would have had one already. Now, I got an idea. When we do come back, I say stop the regular season where it's at right now. Let's get right into the playoffs. I got 2 scenarios. One's a best shot. The other is what it should be. Scenario 1 is you take your division leaders, which in the Eastern Conference is Washington and Boston. Now, Boston will get the President's Cup, or President's Trophy. And then you take then you take your division, your other division winner. Basically, the top 4 right now are Washington, Boston, Carolina, and Columbus. Those are your top 4. Since Boston's the best team in the East, they'll take on Carolina. And Washington will take on Columbus in a best-of-5 series. Then they'll go to the conference finals in a best-of-7 series. The winner of those 2 series between Washington and Carolina and Boston, Carolina, Washington and Columbus, The winners of those games will go to the conference finals in the best of 7. Then the winner of that will go to the Stanley Cup best of 7. Now in the West, it's the Blues, Vegas, Winnipeg, and Nashville. Meaning Blues will take on Winnipeg, Vegas will take on Nashville. But, that's not good. That's not a bad scenario. So basically, if the owners of the NHL and the Commissioner Gary Bettman, I want you guys to listen to this because these are some good scenarios you can use. Because if something like this happens again, hopefully don't, you guys got a good model. Another way this can go on is you take your top seed in each conference, which in this case, in the West, it's the Blues. In the East, it's Boston. Advance them automatically to the conference finals. Okay? Then you get your other division winner taking on the wild card, which in this case, for the Blues, or for the West, I'm going to use the West, basically Vegas will take on Winnipeg in the semis, best of 5 series. Basically, Vegas will host the first 2 games, and then the third game will be in Winnipeg if Vegas wins it. If Vegas wins it, they move on to the conference finals. But if Winnipeg wins it, they go to game 4, still in Winnipeg, before going back to or how they can do it is games 1 and 2 are in Winnipeg. In Vegas. Game 4 or game 3 back in, 3 and 4 if necessary, in Winnipeg, and game 5 back in Vegas. So that's your best scenario right there. This is your best scenario. You take the top team in the conference, move them automatically to the conference finals. And from there, you take Vegas and Winnipeg, you move them to the division, or shall I say, semifinal in the best of 5 series, and the winner of that takes on the Blues in the conference finals in the best of 7 series. So basically, if there's still injuries for the top team, they can recover. Also. And for the East, the best team is Boston, of course. That means the Capitals and Carolina will be in the Eastern semifinal. That's your best scenario on how to do things right for that. Especially if you want to do everything like that. But how I think is, no more regular season. In the regular season where it's at. Some teams playing 69 to 71 games. No, the Blues have played 71 games. Nashville's played 69. Arizona's played 70. Most of the teams have played 70 games already. A few teams played 71. The rest played 69. If you really want to do it, you could probably do it a few games, like maybe up to 75, maybe up to 80. And then that's it. That's if you want to continue the regular season. But I say, scrap the regular season, get right into the playoffs, and we're done. So that's about it. Am I disappointed we have no sports? Yeah, I'm disappointed. It kind of is bad, believe it or not, because, I do believe this did get blown out of proportion. I'm not being egotistical. Sparky's with me. Can you quit treating your paw? By the way, quit treating your paw. He chews his paw a lot. Or his nails, I'm sorry about that. But I'm not trying to be egotistic or self. I think this did get blown out of proportion, and I think what happened was right when we got the first report that this is happening in China, we should restrict travel to and from China automatically, so it could stay there. But what happened was we had people coming back and forth, and that's why it's here, and stuff. Especially when it hit like Europe, stuff, parts of Europe. That's another thing. We should have restricted travel. And that was the biggest mistake our government made. Now the hardest hit areas are up in the Northeast, the New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut area. And then where I'm from here in Illinois, up north, especially around Cook County, that's been hit hard. In Missouri, it's been North County, and California and LA, they have been hit hard. Folks, practice your social distancing. Don't go out unless you need to. For me, I do like to get out. I like to take Sparky out for walks. He's right here. I can show you one. Sparko. Hey. Pretty haze right there. Practice your social distancing. Go out if needed, and just do what you can, because this is getting, and a lot of the parks are closed, the playgrounds are closed and stuff. So just don't really chance it, folks. If you do need to go out. Do your essential stuff, which is, go to the store if you need to go to the store. Go to, get your gasoline if you need gasoline for your car. Just do all that. Do what you can. As for me, my hours took a big hit because of this. This last week I got a whole week off. I don't know if I'm going to get another whole week off again, which would be bad because, I like to work and stuff. But hopefully, this one really won't last much longer, and we can all get back to our regular lives and stuff. So just know, folks, there is a plan for all this, and if the commissioner and the owners are watching, I think your best bet is by going with option 2, which is taking your top teams, your top 4, moving the best team, or should I say your top 3, taking the best team in each conference, move them automatically to the conference finals, and have the other 2 go at it in the best of 5 series. And the winner goes to the best of 7 series in the conference finals and in the cup finals. That's about it, folks. So I'll see you guys around. I love you guys. Remember, stay safe. Practice your social distancing, folks, and just be careful out there, okay? And also, I do want to report this. The NHL Report will be back next season. It will be. I know a lot of you guys like it. I do my best on it. So, I do what I can on it, and it's not easy how we do it. So, sorry, I'm touching my face, but no, I shouldn't. But so remember, stay folks, and I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys around. So till then, peace out.